Impossible for this guy to pay this back. So the master comes and cancels the debt. Now you got to understand how big this is for this guy who's laying there. The moment his family's about to be auctioned off, his house is about to have a sign drove into the front yard for sale. Man, just make me an offer. OBO, he's got on the front of his pickup truck on the front lawn. The guy's just selling it. Just make me an offer. We'll make this thing happen. And he says, I promise I'll pay it back. The master shows him mercy and says, you're free to go. I cancel the debt. 4,000 lifetimes worth of effort gone in a moment. This is the gospel right smack in the middle of this. This is the story of you and me wrapped in the middle of. We'll get back to anger and forgiveness in just a moment, but I want you to see the importance of this parable. It's the gospel. You and I owed a debt that we could never, ever, ever repay. It would take 4,000 lifetimes to repay what we owed God. We were born into disobedience, which is a problem we couldn't even dream to fix. You and I lived lives of disobedience, willing disobedience to a perfect God, which creates a debt. We owe him something. It's a hurt. It created a chasm that we could never fill. The wrath of God was coming with him to eventually collect what he was owed. Scripture says that the wage of sin is death. The payment for our lives was death. Something had to die. And so in the only way that we know how, we just beg for forgiveness. God, there's no way that I could even come close to paying you back what I owe you. And so what does he do? He cancels the debt. Hey man, don't worry about it. You forgive it. Don't even try to pay me back. I'm actually saying I'd prefer if you wouldn't pay me back because it kind of ruins the whole thing. I'm just canceling the debt for good. And how I'm going to do it is I'm going to have my son pay the debt for you. He will die in your place. We need another way. And the only way to get that debt canceled is in pleading, God, have mercy on me. Put it in the terms of this guy who owed 4,000 lifetimes to this man. There was no way that he could ever repay it back to him, but it was canceled. That's the same amount, if not more, that each and every one of us owe God. But he's so merciful and saying, man, just ask. All I want you to do is just ask. I'll cancel the debt. Just ask. If you haven't asked, man, I feel all Pentecostal. I've been hanging around with too many Pentecostals lately, so I'm getting a little riled up. Maybe I just get back to my notes. If you could never ask for God to cancel your debt, you need to do it today. Don't let today pass without asking, because you'll never pay it back. Don't think that you can do enough good deeds to get yourself back there. It's never going to happen. Let's move on. Let's get back to the story. Before I start.